Hey babies, and welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a fun episode. Is that loud? I hope that's not loud. Okay, so I'm really excited because this is a fun episode, a fun video. It is my celebrity manifestation story with Tay Money. Cheers, applause, applause. Yes, and so let me start this video off by saying that, we are divine consciousness no matter where we are. And so what that means is that we have the Spirit of God within us, and we must have the awareness to protect our energy through different experiences, okay? So what that means is anything that compromises your conscious awareness can allow access for you to be influenced. And anyone who is also outside of conscious awareness can experience the same, especially in public places where you might binge drink, or, if you smoke weed and then go out and, it's just like this, situation where you're high, you're outside of your awareness, or like any party drugs, all of that. It is compromisable just because the consciousness is low enough for lower fear-based beings to work through people. And so, you want to pull back. You want to pull back on that. And just be aware because, and not from a place of judgment. In my 20s, I've had my party days. I still go out and do things with my friends and family. And yeah, it's a time. But just knowing this wisdom is super important because this is where violent situations and vulnerable situations can occur. And so, I just wanted to put that little disclosure, but yeah, go out and enjoy life. Go out and do different things because that's what this experience is about. But yes, so let's get into the story. Okay, for those of you who do not know who Tay Money is, she is a Dallas, Texas rapper, and she's done several different songs with Mana Leo, Cali, Saweetie. She's done some songs with Big X The Plug, a lot of like local Texas rappers and abroad as well. But yeah, we love Tay Money. Shout out to Tay Money. Hey baby, you're watching my channel. But yes, so basically it was the summer of 2022. Was it? Let me look. He understood the assignment. Okay, I lied. It was summer 2023. Okay. Yes. So basically, it was my birthday, and I had moved to Dallas maybe 6 months previous. So I was new to the scene, and I wanted to enjoy my birthday with my friends who were coming from out of town. So I was like, you know what? We got to do it big. I got to find who, what, where to go to celebrate my birthday, to turn up, which dinner place and which like club venue. Okay. So I basically like one weekend, which I went like maybe 2 weekends in a row to kind of scout out the situation, and I went by myself. And so this particular weekend, I popped into this very prominent club, and I won't name the name. I don't know why. I just feel like I want to keep it a secret. The point is, we were outside, shawty. But basically, I arrived And I had just like seen this place on social media. So I was like, ooh, like what's going on? And like I was kind of like weaving through the crowd. And you know, going by yourself to a venue like this, like girl, you gotta keep your head on a swivel. Okay, so that's what swivel, okay? So that's what I was doing. And I thought it was fun. Like it was a vibe. There was so many people there. It did have space though. So it wasn't like, wow, this is crazy. Like too many people in here, you know, that type of deal. It wasn't that. It felt like super abundant. Like there was confetti falling from the sky and people were popping bottles in sections. Like it definitely gave celebratory vibe. It hit the checklist for the birthday shenanigans. So, you know, I was enjoying myself. I think I grabbed like a Mexican martini or maybe just like tequila and lemonade. I don't know, baby, but the drinks were drinking as well because I remember I was already halfway in when I saw Tay Money. Okay, so she was in her section and oh my goodness, I didn't even backtrack, y'all. I'm not good at storytelling. Okay, ooh, I will not claim that over myself. What happened was basically, okay, I saw Tay Money, right, y'all? But before I left to go on my way to the club, in my car, I heard this song from like earlier, like years ago. Like, okay, so this was 2023. So then the song probably came out in like 2015. I'm gonna look it up and then I'm gonna let y'all know. But it's called Right Now and it's by DJ Esco, who's from Houston. If you know DJ Esco, shout out to him because he's from my city. I love DJ Esco. But yeah, so the song is called Right Now and it's like, I'm trying, the lyrics, y'all, the lyrics are too hype. Very chaotic. Not as let's say spiritually uplifting, but the beat bounces, okay? So it's called Right Now. And I'll play a little clip in here and I'm gonna put it in here. But yeah, the beat played, I mean, not the beat played. The song was playing in the car and I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like this is from a hot minute ago, but I love this song. Like, ooh, I'm trying to ride it right now. Like I was turning my car and then going to this prestigious club, flash forward, I see Tay Money in all of her exuberance because she had bills, money being thrown up in the air, and everybody was in her section having a time. And so she locked eyes with me. She locked eyes with me, okay? And the song started playing. Y'all, the song started playing. Come on, alignment. Okay, because the point of this story is the power of alignment. Because we're always manifesting, right? And it's just a matter of like, if you're consciously manifesting. And so, you know, I had been journaling just about like a very glamorous, you know, time for my birthday and just being very excited about it. But I was not expecting this. So she locked eyes with me, okay? And then she was like, she saw me alone. So she was like, where are your friends? And I'm like, who is she talking to? And so I guess she was talking to me. So look, I think celebrities are like every other person, but I just thought it was a cute experience because it was just like, you see, you know, real recognize real. This energy is recognizing you, recognizing me. And so, y'all, she was like, where are your friends? Like, are you by yourself? Like, it was something along those lines. And I was like, no, I came here by myself. And so, she was like, well, you just come up here. And so I quickly shuffled my behind over there, and before I knew it, I was in her section, and you know, there were bottles being popped, and it was a vibe, and she was dancing with me like I was one of her homegirls, like she knew me from around the way. So it was fun. And then her security, like as we were closing out the night there, her security was like, hey, Tay Money wants you to come to the next venue, and you know, with her and her friends. And you know, I'm like, me for what? She doesn't know me. But then I was like, ooh, let's just go. Like, come on, go with the flow. Okay, flow without force. And so, yeah, it was so fun. And, you know, we got to party at both venues, and I loved it there. You know, I loved it there. I loved it there in that moment. I love it here telling all about it. So, you know, after that, he was like, the security was like, yeah, we'll let you know, like, whenever she's in town again. You were such a fun vibe. And like, I was like, yeah, you guys were too. Like, this is great. But yeah, I think it was so late by the time I got home, maybe like 3 or 4 a.m. But I did not regret any minute of it. And I ended up, I didn't even end up going to that venue. I think we did a little bit of my birthday at that venue. But we ended up mostly going to a bar that was in town. And some girls that we had connected with that weekend invited us to their section. So yeah, the birthday was miraculous. But yeah, like, it was just a really great time. And yeah, I wanted to tell y'all a little bit about it. And so I just wanted to use this highly charged example because when your vibrational set point is from love, you know, where you carry that love for yourself and love for others, of course, without self-betrayal, and you're living from a trusted bond with Source, unexpected and miraculous occurrences just flow to you, okay? This is because you're on the wavelength and the frequency to receive them. And, you know, I know how different soul checkpoints and adverse experiences can challenge that faith or trust, but it is our birthright, babies, to have serendipitous and preferred experiences. So when we become spiritually aware of why we're here and how this universe works, it becomes up to us to continue returning back to the remembrance of that inner connection as who we are outside of this human experience, while also getting to enjoy all of the adventurous and fun things that do happen here. But, you know, it takes courage, because becoming spiritually aware isn't like a one-time thing. It is a lifestyle, and it has levels. And honestly, the biggest breakthroughs only happen when we're in receptivity to cross the bridge from our lower mind to our higher mind, or, as I mentioned with these soul checkpoints, a move from resistance to acceptance, and being able to allow any integration that needs to happen in between. So, you know, this is the entire premise of healing, not healing yourself into a more deserving, more likable, or highly constructed version of, you know, who you think you should be, but healing into the unconditional love that's available to you and aligning with what makes you feel more connected, more fulfilled, and more purposeful within the collective, and having experiences that suit, you know, who you are now and what it is that you envision for your future. And I know I talk about divine timing because the whole point of being here is also to master different things for yourself. But just like this situation, Source can drop in miracles and blessings at any moment, okay? Any moment as you are in alignment, okay? So you don't have to be perfect or fully healed, but you do have to believe. And healing helps with detachment and de-identifying, so you can do just that. Okay, babies, I love y'all so much. Drop in the comments your favorite parts of my manifestation story about Tay Money. Let me know how your healing journey is progressing in this season, because I know we've had so many changes recently, but you know, we're entering new cycles, okay? We're entering new cycles of abundance, bliss, and more preferred experiences, not only because we are working towards those things, but because they are available to us because we're unconditionally loved, okay? So I will see you guys in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I love you. Bye.